Students, we are going to start the study of the aquaculture, that is the first point, unit 1 in a paper 2 of the 5th sem. Now you can see some pictures on the screen. These are the pictures of the fish pond constructed in a ground. Now aquaculture means the culture of aquatic animals, but here related to the fish. In the second picture also, you can see some ponds are constructed in the water for rearing the fish. Now here we have to collect the seeds of the fish, then they hatching out, the fries are there, they grow in small ponds, then after rearing in one pond, that is a nursery pond, they grow again, then it is transferred to rearing pond, and from rearing pond to stocking ponds. So this is a very small history. And in stocking pond, from the fishes are now harvested for the marketing. But this is not so easy process. So before the construction and maintenance of fish farm, we have to see many factors for the construction and maintenance of the fish farm. Now here, first of all, we have to see when we want to do the fish farming. So first of all, we have to select the location of the fish farm. Now the location is included three parts. That is the topography, soil type and water supply. See here. This is the topography and soil type and the water supply. These three parts are the most important for construction of the fish farm and for the location of the fish farm. Now the topography, the first point, that is the topography. So what does this means? Here, we have to select the site for construction of the pond. Now where we select, so here the ideal topography of the fish farm site is gently sloping terrain of a wide valley or a bowl-shaped area with high lands on three sides and narrow outlet on the fourth. So the high levels of the grounds on three sides, and from one side the water must get out from that particular area. So the bowl shape area is there. That means we can get the small pond of the for the fish. Now the second point, that is the soil type. Now the soil is also very important for the construction of the pond. So here, the broadly speaking, we don't require the soil that allow the seepage. Means the soil is what? The soil must hold the water for long time. So that is important. When water is there in the pond, then fish is there. If suppose the water percolates from the soil, so no water and dry, the ponds become dry and the fish get killed. Now, the third point, that is the water supply. The water supply is the most important part in the fish farming. So the supply of water must be whole year, and because of that, the supply of water, we can maintain all the ponds and then fish, and then fish farming is become the successful. So the availability of the adequate water supply of water is an important requisite for the site selection. Means where there is a water supply is there, in that particular area we have to select the our farm site. Now naturally we can get the water from the lakes, reservoirs, springs, rivers, streams, canals, surface runoff and the wells. So whatever it may be, if suppose from these above the sources, if we get the water for the fish farming, then it is okay to construct the fish farm. So in this way, for the construction of the pond, the three factors are most important. What is that? The topography, the soil type, and third one is the water supply. When all these three things are in good condition, or we get in a proper way, that it is possible to do the fish farming. Now, once we get the selection site, we get the fish ponds and all these things. The next is that the layout of the fish farm. Layout. So, how we have to construct the fish pond? See the picture on the screen. So, here you can see in the middle one, that is the main water source, that is the tank. See the picture here. See, this is the main tank. This is the source of water. From this main tank, we get the water for the various ponds. Now see, side to the fish ponds, there is a various small structures you can see here. See the hatcheries, then nurseries, then rearing ponds, and then stocking ponds. So here on the screen you can see the water inlet is there. So this is the main tank. Here you get the fill with the water, and then this water we get for the our fish ponds. Now, first of all, when we get the seeds of the fish, we have to put these seeds in the small ponds. That ponds are called as hatching pits. See here in the on the screen, hatching pits. So what are these hatching pits? These are small tanks, usually 2.5 meter into 1.25 meter into 0.75 meter. And these are used for the hatching fertilized eggs. So we have to put the eggs in these small tanks. Then the eggs are developed and they hatches into a small fish that are called as fry. And if suppose these hatching pits, see the picture here. These are 1, 2, 3. Here is the hatcheries. 1, 2, 3 hatcheries means very small ponds. Here we have to put the fish seed for the development. Then after some days, the eggs are hatches into a small fish called as fries. Again, you can do the same thing by putting a one cloth tank, that is called as happa. We have to put this happa in a main pond, and we have to put the fish seeds in that happa, and we get the fish. But nearly it is called as hatching pits. Now the second one, that is the nursery ponds. Means once the eggs are get hatched and we get fries, then we have to transfer this fry into a bigger pond, that is called as nursery pond. Now the nursery pond is bigger one than the hatching pits, and the size is 15 into 15 into 1.5 meter, and it may be seasonal so that they can dry up during the summer. But actually this why dry up? This helps in eradication of fish enemies and they increase the productivity. Then after nursery ponds transfer is there, the next pond, that is the rearing pond. Now these rearing ponds may be seasonal or perennial and are used for rearing or advanced fry for 2 to 3 months. These rearing ponds are made long and narrow, gently sloping to facilitate netting, and are 1.5 meter deep. So, in these rearing ponds, the fish may grow up to a maximum size. Then we have to put these fishes in the next pond, that is called as stocking pond. So, in stocking pond, we have to actually do the stock of the fishes. Now, these are very fairly large perennial tanks, about 2 meter deep. So, their deep is high than the other ponds. and they are long 100 meter or more and are so constructed to facilitate the netting for harvesting the fish. So, besides the above, a few marketing ponds may also be provided in the farm, keeping the fish ready for the market. So, see the pictures here. So, here the type of pond, that is the hatching pits, the nursery ponds, rearing ponds, and stocking ponds. Their number may be, the hatching pits may be large, 6, 4. Rearing ponds are 12, because we have to rear, we have to grow the fish in that, and after growth is completion, that we get the from 2 to 3 kg fishes, then we have to stock in a stocking pond and may be ready for the market. See here, the sizes are given of the various ponds. See, in this diagram, you can see the ponds connected with each other. When, when we construct the ponds, it is possible, or you make the ponds connected with each other with the water supply. So this may maintain the same water level in all the ponds. Now see the picture. Here also the ponds are connected with each other, and this is called as parallel arrangement of the ponds. And all ponds are connected with the water channels to keep the pond level is in equal level, and also for enough drain, the pipe should be large enough for the quick drainage if we want to remove the dirty water. Or in the summer, the water is removed, the ponds are dried, and all the enemies and the insects are there that act as a fish fry enemies can easily be removed from the ponds. So in this way, we study here the various types of ponds and their maintenance and how, where they get constructed. That is topography, then soil type, then water supply, then layout of the fish farm. In the layout of the fish farm, broadly speaking, we must have the main tank, and beside this main tank, we have to construct the hatcheries, the rearing ponds, and stocking ponds. And after this, all this arrangement is there. Then the next point, that is the pond maintenance and the improvement. This is also very important because we have to maintain the pond for keeping the fish in a good healthy condition. So next time we will see the pond maintenance and the improvement. Okay, thank you.